Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to begin our discussion on data visualization. The focus will be more on the use of ggplot2 as a package. I will leave class to you to do some little reading on the history behind ggplot2 by Wickham, and how the analogy, the the philosophy or the idea behind this. Okay, sandali lang class. Okay, so as I was saying, ggplot2 is one of the most important package as far as data visualization is concerned. Plotting graphs, okay, images, and there are many functionalities of ggplot2. If we, for example, if we go here, let's take a look at some of the functions of ggplot2. Let's go here to packages. Okay, if you have installed and okay, before I go there, I hope you have run the packages that we're going to use in the next few sessions. We're going to use the NYC Flights 13. This is a data set, ggplot2, dplyr, gapminder, etc. So these are some of the packages that we're going to use. And if you watch the video that I required you to watch, class, normally packages do not come, you cannot use them outright. You have to install them first. Okay, install the packages just like this one. And then once you have installed them, it's not automatic that you're able to use them. So once you install them, you have to run library. Library loads the packages so that you can make use of the functions of the package. And packages, as I mentioned before, I think I mentioned to you, packages are programs. They're programs that are meant to, oops, to do some statistical analysis, etc. So the function in order to load the package is library. If I go here to the files, plots, and packages tab pane, if I go to packages and if I type ggplot2, okay, you'll notice that ggplot2 is already loaded in my computer, but I haven't run this library ggplot2. So let me just run all of this at the same time. If I click this one, run current chunk, okay, automatically you can see here that ggplot2 was checked. It means that it was now loaded and you can now make use of the functions of ggplot2. Okay, so let me pause for a while and allow you to follow along. Have you installed the packages, class?
Yes, po.
Yes, po. Okay, and then have you loaded the packages, either using library or require? As I said here, it can be require.
Yes, po.
Okay, if you have run it and you check ggplot2 here under the packages here, packages, type here ggplot2, you'll notice that it's already checked. So what does ggplot2, what functions does ggplot2 provide? If I click this, okay, I'm actually accessing the help function. Okay, so ggplot2 is about creating elegant data visualizations using the grammar of graphics. So in my case, the version that I have installed is version 3.4.3. Now it's possible that there is a newer version. Okay, maybe I haven't updated yet. Let me check. Under tools, tools, version control. Okay. Check package updates pala ito. Tools, check package updates. And so here, no, ulitin ko lang klase. Tools, then check package update. And we can check here, we can see here if there's an update for ggplot2. Okay, ggplot2. So far, okay, so far yung ggplot2 ko is the latest, no? Latest version. Okay. Tells us here, for example, yung dplyr, no? Dplyr ko. My current version is 1.1.0, and the recent version, the latest version is 1.1.3. So if I go here, let me check this. I-cancel ko na lang. If I check dplyr, ay sorry, dapat nasa packages here. So let me type dplyr. Ayan, no, dplyr 1.1.0, no? And here you can either browse the package. Okay, so this is the source of that package, ito, or you can remove the package, ito. And here you can go to tools, as I said, check for package updates. Let me also, sa inyo class, ano lumabas na dplyr? Yung latest na sa inyo, no? Tama
Yes
ba?
po.
Oh, kasi ito matagal ko nang in-install. So let me just update it. Dplyr here. Let me click this, okay? And then, kasi ngayon 1.1.0 ako, okay, let me update it, install updates. Okay. So ang problema nito, kailangan i-restart ko. Okay lang i-restart, no? If I restart this, yes. Nag-run pa siya, no? Starting pa. So let's just wait a few seconds. In the meantime, class, kindly take a look at the functions that we're going to use. Okay. Yan na. Okay na. Gana ba? Okay. So load ko na muna itong mga load. Okay. Hindi automatic siya no? Let me retype. dplyr. Okay, ba't kaya hindi siya hindi siya nag-update? Dapat 1.1.3 na to eh. Let me check. Hindi siya nag-update na. Anyway, mamaya ko lang gagawin to. No? But that's how you update. Okay? That's how you may update a particular package. Alright. Hindi siya nag-update. No? Okay. So let's continue. Normally, class, ang gagawin ko, I will leave the I will leave the code chunks blank. But in our case, kasi we missed the past lesson, I purposely to cover more time, more lessons. I purposely already wrote the codes, which is for me it's not actually quote unquote good kasi gusto kong kayo mismo yung magsusulat ng code. But in this instance kasi we're trying to catch up with what we missed last time. That's what I did muna, no? Okay, so this is just a brief introduction. Sabi nito, ggplot, actually the GG there stands for Grammar of Graphics. So it's a theoretical methodology for data visualization. Okay? So yung ggplots, ang ginagawa niya, layers upon nagle-layering siya, no? So anong unang layer, tapos second layer, third layer. So that's what makes data visualization there quite robust. So kunyari sa English, we construct and form sentences. No? So we have certain elements. We have, for example, the part of speech, yung nouns, verbs, articles, etc. And then hindi naman natin pwedeng pagsama-sama lang yung mga di ba, yung mga words na yon. May mga rules, no? There are certain rules that we have to follow, okay, as regards combining words. Otherwise, hindi tayo magkakaintindihan. No? Okay, just like grammar of graphics, there are certain rules in constructing statistical graphics. Okay, so I said si Wilkinson, si Leyland Wilkinson, siya yung unang nag-develop nito. Okay, 2005, and has been implemented in a variety of data visualization softwares like R, also Tableau, and also Plotly. Okay, so ano ba yung components ng grammar of graphics natin? Okay, so yung tatlong titinan natin mostly will be, okay, ito yung tatlong components siya, no? First is the data. So dapat i-define natin kung anong data yung pinapaplot natin. Second is the aesthetic. Pag sinabing aesthetic, you're actually looking at the X and Y position. What are you defining to be your X-axis? What are you defining to be your Y-axis? Okay, ito yung tinatawag natin ng mapping. Aesthetic attributes are mapped to variables in the dataset. Okay? And then third, yung geom, yung geometric object na gusto nating gamitin in order to plot our data. So tatlo, no? We have the data, aesthetic, which refer to yung attributes, no? Ng yung color, yung size, yung shape ng variable natin. Okay? And then yung geom will be the object. Okay? Ito na yung ano bang gagawin mo? Line graph ba or scatter plot, etc. No? Doon papasok yung geom. Okay, let me pause for a while. Is this the first time you're using ggplot2? Christian, Dayan?
I think I used it
Yung
before.
ano po, nung first session po natin, na-introduce niyo na po. Pero,
Pero before, kasi introduction pa lang naman yun, di ba?
opo,
Before, hindi pa.
yung iba pong functions, hindi pa po.
Ikaw, Dayan,
I did before na po.
saan? Saan mo ginagamit?
In my econ class po.
Ah,
My
as
first
in-
econ class po.
Sorry. As in, nag-ggplot2 na kayo?
Yes po. Pero
Comprehensive
it's
ba?
very vague.
Ha?
I barely remember it po since it's
Okay.
the start of the pandemic.
Okay, sige. Good. Matagal na yon, no? At least good
Opo.
review to, no? Good review. Okay, sige. Let's continue. There are other components no, ng ggplot2. So meron tayong facet at saka position. So all of this we're going to use in the next few sessions. Pero the main kahit tatlo lang pwede na, no? Data, aesthetics, and the geom. Yun ang pinaka-importante. Okay. All right, meron pa ding ibang components like scales, coordinate systems, but we're not going to consider that here. So, there are five basic graphs no sa ggplot. You have your scatter plots, you have your line graphs, histograph, histograms, box plots, and bar plots. So these are the 5 things that we're going to look at first. And then we're going to look at other types of graphs. So scatter muna, then line, histogram, box plots, and bar plots. Ito naman yung mga usual na ginagamit sa mga statistical analysis. Okay? Very rare naman na nag-create ng mga very complex na plots in statistical analysis unless napaka-specialized ng napaka-specialized ng plot na gagawin. Okay. We're going to make use of the dataset NYC Flights 13. Dayan, ito ginamit nyo ba dati?
I don't think so po.
Okay, good. So, Christian, first time din, itong NYC flights. All right. So, how do we access the NYC data flights? Gagamitin natin siya. Some data, yung ibang data sets class are preloaded. For example, naalala nyo, I think yung binigay ko example, yung air passenger. Did I give the example? Di yata, no? For example, may mga preloaded na data sets like data iris. Si iris, very popular na yan. It comes from the data sets package. However, when you open R, yung data sets na package, preloaded na yan. Okay? Which means that all the functionalities of data sets, of the data sets package are already readily accessible even without you installing the data sets package. So kahit na hindi natin i-install si data sets package, ma-access pa rin natin yung functionality sa data sets. So si data sets, may mga kasamang data sets package comes with data sets, no? As the name suggests. One of that is iris. So how do I access iris? Just write data iris, no? Control enter. All right, so you can now see that. How do I know that iris is already loaded? And I can already make use of that data. How do I know that? Kasi ito nag-code ako data iris and it run, hindi naman siya nag-error, no? In fact, nag-next command line na siya dito. How do I know that the data iris is already loaded? Dayan, would you know? O, isa pa, data, there's another one, preloaded also, air passengers. Okay, so if you take a look, if I type air, lalabas ditong air passengers. Okay, air passengers, there. All right. Now, how do I know that this air passengers is already loaded? Dayan?
Is it because it shows po, bottom left?
Nasa environment na siya, no?
Yes po.
So, if you take a look at this, di ba, nag-load tayo ng iris, yan, data. Tapos nag-load tayo ng air passengers. Ito. Okay? So, both of them are already loaded. Only magkaibang magkaibang type, no? So, if I want to get the type, for example, of iris, I can use the function class iris, and it will tell us that what data structure iris belong to. And it's a data frame. Data frame siya. While on the other hand, si air passengers, ang class niya, air, if I type air, lalabas na si air passengers na. So you don't have to type all the air passengers. Go down here, arrow down, and then tab. There, class ng air passengers, it's a time series. Okay? It's a vector na time series. Okay, ang vector, if you recall, I hope you have watched the videos that I generated. So it's a time series, okay? And it's a vector. A vector is a type of data that contains only one type of data, one class of data. Okay, yung data frame, on the other hand, a data frame siya kasi, let's take a look at data frame. If I click this, take note. Ano yung laman ng data frame? So it's a rectangular array, no, of data. So containing columns. Yung columns natin may mga pangalan, may mga unique names. Tapos rows of observations. Okay? Tapos each of the observations, same numbers, no? Same number of observations. So for example, si petal length, 150 siya. Si sepal length, 150 observations din. Okay? Si species, 150 observations. Okay, walang Not one of them has 160 or 170. Not one of them has more or less observations than each other. That's a table data frame. Okay, so for our purposes, we're going to make use of more of data frames rather than vectors. All right, so let's go back. Okay, so we're going to make use of the NYC data set. So saan galing yung NYC data set? Ito. So let's see muna, question mark natin NYC flights. Type natin NYC flights 13. Let's ask the help function in R dito sa console. Okay, if I type question mark NYC flights, control enter. Okay, no documentation, you could try. Okay, usually kapag packages class, dalawang question mark dapat. Notice I use only one, no? So sabi no documentation for NYC flights. Sabi niya you could try 2 question marks. Okay, I'll use 2 question marks. Okay, back ko. Tapos mag-include na lang ako dito ng question mark kasi package. So if you're asking for assistance about the package, usually ang ginagamit double question mark. So control enter. Okay, lalabas na yan, no? Papasok na yan sa help. Okay, please don't be ashamed to interrupt me. I might be going too fast. Okay. Pause lang ako. Sana I hope pinanood nyo nga kasi I feel uncomfortable class kung hindi nyo pa napanood yung first video. Yung pinost ko. I hope you have watched it. Okay, kahit na medyo kunyari may experience na kayo sa R, panood nyo na lang din. Okay, so what's NYC flights? NYC flights is it's a package, no? Okay. Database versions. Okay, ang NYC flights kasi package din siya. However, dito ang sinasabi, NYC flights also is a function coming from ggplot2. Okay, but if you take a look at this one class, di ba linode natin, NYC flights, library. Ibig sabihin, package yan. But also NYC flights is also considered as a function. NYC flights 13, function din siya dito sa package na dbplyr. Okay? But let's take a look at the package. Tingnan natin dito natin tingnan. Tapos i-type natin NYC flights. Yan, okay? NYC flights 13, ito yan, di ba? If I click this, so flights that departed NYC in 2013. If I click this, all right, so it now gives us the package itself. Okay, flights that departed NYC flights in 2013. So it's a package, but it only contains, okay, ito, mga data set, no? So airlines, airports, flights, planes, weather. Okay? So yung NYC flights 13 na package contains this five data sets. Tingnan natin airlines, no? For example, if I click this, so lalabas dito, airlines comes from NYC flights 13 package, and okay, it's a data frame with columns. So ito yung mga variables siya, carrier at saka name. So dalawang column siya. Okay? And you can run it. For example, i-run ko dito run examples. Okay, so ito yung laman niya. Okay, ito yung carrier at saka ito yung variable na name. So 16 by 2. Okay, 16 rows by 2 columns. Okay, let me pause for a while and allow you to catch up with what I'm doing. Okay. I'll give you a minute, class, to check. And please chat if you're able to follow. Paki-chat naman ng yes. Okay, so good. Again, class, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so let's move on. So we're going to make use of the NYC package, specifically the flights. No? Now, can we now access the flights in the NYC Flights 13 package? Yes, because we have already installed it. Yan, naka-install na siya, no? Naka-load na siya. Okay? So, under the NYC flights, di ba may andun? Okay. Let me go back there, class. Diba sa NYC flights, andito si flights. No? If I click this, so let's get some information about the data. So this data, it's on-time data for all flights that departed New York City. No? And there are 3 airports there. So sa New York kasi tatlong airports, yung John F. Kennedy, yung LaGuardia, at saka yung Newark na airports. No? Tatlo. So this data set contains, ano laman niya? Okay. So ito yung mga variables sa laman niya. Okay, medyo marami. There. So andyan yung year, month, day, andyan yung departure time, arrival time, scheduled departure time, scheduled arrival time, etc. So there are origin, destination, there are quite a number of variables inside that. Okay, so i-load natin siya ngayon. No? How do you load that data? Okay, we use data function, data, and then flights. Enter. Okay, so you now can see that this is okay. So what do you notice happened, class? Nasa data siya. Okay, and we know this is, pag nasa data kasi, either data frame yan or other type of data structures, ang values, vectors lang. Sa data kasi, andyan dyan si list, no? Andyan dyan si matrix, andyan si data frame, andyan si other objects like XTS, extensible time series, etc. So dito sa values, vectors lang usually yan. Okay, so let's access it, and the use of view will allow us to see it in a spreadsheet-like window here. Yan. Okay, so it's quite a huge data, semi-huge. No? There are 336, around 336,000 observations with 19 columns. So 19 variables yan. Okay, 19 lahat. No? So let's take a look at this one. We actually briefly took a look at this dun sa flights information, di ba? So andyan yung year. So yung year lahat to 2013. Month, and then day. Okay? And then departure time, okay, and scheduled departure. This is the actual departure time. So umalis 5:17. So ano dapat yung scheduled departure time niya? 5:15. Okay, so there was a departure delay ng 2 minutes. Kasi dapat ang schedule niya 5:15, nakaalis 5:17. So there's a difference between of 2 minutes, so that's the delay, no? Okay, ito naman, class. What about if the plane left early? Kunyari ito. Ang scheduled departure time niya is 6 o'clock, umalis siya 5:55. Okay, so the departure delay is -5. Okay, ibig sabihin ng negative sa delay, it's advanced pa, no? Nauna pang umalis. And then also we have the arrival time and scheduled arrival time and arrival delay. So pareho lang dito yan. No? Ito ang minimeasure yung departure, ito naman yung arrival. Okay, for example, scheduled arrival time is 8:19, dumating 8:30, so there was an 11-minute arrival delay. Ito namang scheduled arrival time na 7:23, dumating siya 7:09, arrival delay is negative. Okay, ang A negative arrival delay means the plane, the carrier, arrived ahead of schedule. Okay, so other things, andi dito yung, okay, what else? Carrier, ito yung airline. No? So you have UA, and you can see this, di ba, dito sa ano, di ba dito sa tinignan natin dito, kanina, di ba yung airlines, ito yun, where there are 16. Ba natin to? Yan, 16 airlines. So may 9E, ito UA. UA is United Airlines. What's AA? AA is American Airlines. DL is Delta Airlines, etc. So naka-identify dito kung anong airline yung umalis, no, for this particular. Tapos yung flight number, may tail number siya. Origin, okay, origin dalawang klase din, no? So this data set contains three origins. No? Merong Newark, merong LaGuardia, merong JFK. Okay, tapos merong destination. Okay, I'm not sure kung may ano tayong destination dito. Okay, walang list ng destinations, no? So this one, itong destination na to, they refer to cities. Doon to, Boston, San Francisco, LA. Maybe this is I'm not sure, Tampa, Florida ba to? Or maybe Orlando to. Hindi ko I'm not sure. Atlanta, Miami, okay? So, dito ang departure is New York, departure is Newark, arrival at whatever this is, IAH. And then, what do you have here? Airtime, ilang minutes? Okay, let's go back to our flights here. Okay, airtime ito, no? Airtime, amount of time spent in the air in minutes. Yeah. So usually you'll have metadata. Metadata is data about the data. So ini-explain niya kung ano itong ibig sabihin ng airtime. Okay, distance on the other hand is miles, no? Hours, number of hours. And then minutes, ilang hour yung travel time. Kasi 227. Oh, wait, 227 minutes. So 60 times, ilang hours yun? Airtime, 227. 5 hours. Ano yung dito? Time of scheduled departure broken into hours and minutes. Scheduled departure. Okay. So, scheduled departure, di lang siya ang clear ton. 5 hours, 15 minutes. Time of scheduled departure. Okay, siguro, ano ba ibig sabihin yan? How long it took? 5 hours and 15 minutes. Yung by schedule, no? Pero, dito ang lumabas lang, 227. So, what's, natin 227 divided by 60, 3.78, ganun ba? Okay, parang mali yung definition ko ng hours. But anyway, so let's not focus on that. No? We're just trying to look at and it's important, class, to understand your data. Kaya you should take pains in trying to look at the data first. Okay, so view that will give us a print, no, in spreadsheet-like form of the data. Okay, and then yung head, it will give us the first 6 observations. Okay, head. Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the first 6 observations of your data. Okay, if you want the first, let's say first 10, so comma 10 lang. Okay, if you run that, notice now that there are 10 observations yan. ipiprint lang niya yung first X, depende sa ilalagay mo dito. And the opposite is the tail. Tail, you have tail of flights. Let's say 3 and lang. Let's try that and run this together. Okay, so you can see here, three rows. Ito pala, sorry I missed out on this one. So yung first dito class, ito yung first 10 observations. And then for this one, these are the last 3. Month 9 at saka day 30. Bakit month 9? Okay. But let me check first. No? Yung flights, month. Oh, bakit 9 lang? Check nga natin class nila. Check ko lang yung yung breakdown ng mga months. No? So I use the table function. So table coming from the flights dataset and then month. If I run this, okay. Akala ko 9 lang eh. Akala ko hanggang ano lang, September. No? So breakdown lang to class, no? Yung January 27,000 flights, February, March, etc. This is for the year 2013. So I just looked at the breakdown. Ilan pinakamaraming flights nung 29 July and August, tigto 29,000 siya. Ang pinakamababa yung February 24. Okay, so nagulat lang ako kasi yung apparently hindi siya month. So ibig sabihin hindi siya arranged chronologically kasi yung nasa huling 33,000 9. Okay. I don't know how this was arranged. Mahirap pa nang makita dito. Okay, anyway, so I just looked at the breakdown. Akala ko kasi sa you saying kasi yung yung tail class. Ito yung tail, oh. Diba this is the tail? 2013 September. Okay? Kasi ang command ko, tail ng flights. Ibig sabihin yung last 3 values ng flights is September. Pero when we check the table, diba merong November, December. So I don't know how it was arranged. Usually kasi pag ganyan chronological, mahuhuli dapat yung December, di ba? So I don't know the answer for that now. Okay, so let's take a look at the class of flights. Enter natin. So this is a data frame. And in fact, it's a table underscore data frame, or let's check. Kasi TBL, I'm not sure if it's table, TIBBLE, o baka table lang. Kasi when a data is a table, it's specified as TIBBLE. Ito TBL, I'm not sure if that's table. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see kasi itinampan natin yung structure ng data na to in this dito banda. Okay, any questions so far? Pause muna ako. Any questions so far?
None po.
Okay, none. Sige, good. Okay, so kamusta na pala yung pace ko? Am I going too slow or too fast or kamusta ba? Yung pace natin, kamusta class? Slow?
Okay naman po kami.
Okay naman. Okay. Dito si ano? Dali wait.